We're just getting the X spaces started, and I'll get right to the keynote.
Slowly drowning in the deep end for so long, for too long. We waited for the sunshine. Now my mind is clear like a blue sky. We waited for the sunshine. We waited for the sunshine. We living on the dark side.
All right. All right. Well, thanks everybody for showing up in any of the many channels to which today's very special show is being broadcast. Um, of course, today's show is going to be quite different. This is a keynote speech and the X Spaces show combined, also being simultaneously broadcast on YouTube. Um, I expect there's going to be thousands of people who will ultimately participate and listen in on today's show through the various channels and the various recordings. And I want to thank all of you who are here live. The way that this show is going to format today is I'm going to do about 20 minutes of a keynote in World, in Xeon, and of course in Utherverse Classic. Actually, I think it's just in Utherverse Classic today, this talk, and of course on all the other channels that I described. And after the 20 minutes, we're going to switch over and continue discussions, as I always do, live feedback from users, and we'll talk, answer any questions. I've got quite a bit of exciting news to discuss, as I usually do. If you aren't following us on X, if you aren't following Utherverse, if you're listening in on any of the channels, we give away a lot of prize money every week. Last week we gave away about $330 worth of Uther. This week we're going to be giving away quite a bit, and you're going to see how you can guarantee yourself some of that cash prize as well. So if you aren't following us and you're listening in on any of the channels, this is a great opportunity. In 20 minutes, we're going to start doing giveaways on X. So maybe follow our account. We'll give you some instructions to be able to double the awards that we give out. You're going to see I'm holding my phone because I'm broadcasting on multiple channels and multiple different formats today. But I do a weekly show with Other Jake on X, and there's always great information in alpha about what we're doing. So I strongly encourage everybody, go ahead and follow us right now if you have the opportunity in World and you're watching, and that way you can participate because we give away these prizes, and you learn a huge amount, and it's a great community. I love the followers that we've got on X who come to the shows, of course, every week, and that continues to grow and grow. So a great way to get to know people, make friends, connect with other enthusiasts of the project on X. And let me get straight to it. Start off the keynote speech here today. I really want to start, as I often do. Of course, this is our 9th annual convention, the Virtualcon, the largest metaverse convention held in metaverse anywhere in the world. Every year we break records, and this year I'm sure is no exception. As the ease and value of having a convention and a conference and a trade show floor and the meet and greets and the award shows and prizes and all of that happens. People come back year after year, and the word continues to spread. But we wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for our phenomenal sponsors. And I just want to start off by giving a shout out to the amazing sponsors that make these conventions really work. And that includes, of course, our platinum sponsor, the amazing bushytube.tv. Thank you for coming in and picking up that platinum sponsorship. Our gold sponsor, also a huge shout out to the Basics Welcome Club. This is definitely a club for classic users. You know, please support both BushyTube TV and Basics Welcome Club. I guess I didn't do my oral warm up here with getting my speech to be able to do tongue twisters so quickly. Um, I want to do shout outs, of course, to our silver sponsors, Pride Crossing and the Utherverse Guide Program, both amazing groups. Our bronze sponsors, you know, everybody makes the Otherverse metaverse ecosystem and the platform go around. Our bronze sponsors, Deja Vu Designs, Other Academy, um, Big Bad Wolf Tattoo, some of the best tattoo designs you're ever going to find, and of course the Otherverse Wiki, UV Wiki, and that's where you can learn all about Otherverse and um, all of these little tricks and gems and um, hidden hidden Easter eggs. Our stage sponsors, In God We Trust Foundation, Casey's Place, of course, Baby Sweets LTD, and Otherverse Events. And a real shout out to our music stream sponsor, Pure Power Streams. Thank you. Visual media is Sin City Parties by Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi, of course, you all hear him. He comes on the show from time to time. So thank you, Sin City Parties. And our clothing sponsor, certainly not least, um, uh, Bella K, and that's Bella K GOF DDA Designs. So again, Bushy Tube TV, Basics Welcome Club. I'm never going to get that one without slipping. And of course, Pride Crossings, UV Guide Program, and all the rest. Thank you so much. Um, so with a little bit of the convention stuff out of the way, I just want to say again, you know, to anybody um, uh, who has the opportunity to come into Classic and check these, not only the sponsors, but please check out the community, check out Classic. If you have any question about where Otherverse Xeon is going to go and end up, the Otherverse Classic is a phenomenal roadmap for you to see all of the things that we're going to be putting in place, that we have put in place, and what we're building to in short order before we start really expanding the offerings in Otherverse Xeon. And Otherverse Xeon, of course, to have everybody listening in Classic, that of course is the new platform that we've been working on building and blowing out, and that is really starting to gain traction. So while I'm on that topic, I think I'm going to start doing some visual presentation. Of course, for people um, not for people on X, you won't see these visual presentations, so I will have to describe them. But I'm popping up our Autumn of Music schedule here because, of course, during the convention, it's coinciding with our Autumn of Music. So we have some very special and phenomenal DJs that are going to be performing, some of which have performed already. To great fanfare and to really phenomenal put on really phenomenal shows, and this is stuff which is so mind-blowing it's hard to describe. But of course, all of you who have participated in Classic for so many years, you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these dance parties and these DJ events. But it's whole next level in Xeon. You can see the sort of visual quality that we've got going on here. But our schedule for November 13 to November 16, we've got Baby Sweets performing at 4 o'clock, so just in a couple of hours. And then Case Spowboy, wow, I mean, 7 p.m. Pacific time after the convention. Make sure you stop by Otherverse Xeon to check out that fantastic show. Then Friday, as you can see on the screen, we've got QC69 Inc. at 2, Melodrastic at 5 p.m. Those are Pacific times. And if you're following us on X, you're going to see these announcements coming up. You can go into our Discord. We're really out there on social media promoting, so you don't miss a show. On Saturday, at 11 a.m. So we're trying to include our European friends here. At 11 a.m., we've got Crash Party. And then at 2 p.m., we've got DJ Inar Kane. Can. I hope I didn't butcher that. That's at 2 p.m. And then on Sunday, of course, November 16, 11 a.m. again, DJ Astral. And at 2 p.m., that different DJ. The Autumn of Music has been going on all season long, and it's every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on in, enjoy these events. They're really something to be experienced, and I hope that everybody will at least come in and check out what we're offering here at Utherverse Xeon. And in order to assist you and help motivate you to come in for those offerings, I'm going to share my screen again with something I know I've been teasing quite a bit. I'm going to tease it one last time before it goes live. I'm told um, that will be likely Saturday, maybe Friday, and maybe as late as on Monday, early part of next week. But this is our play to earn. And play to earn, I'm now doing a screen share for those of you in Classic, or for anybody on X, you're not going to see this, so I'll have to describe it to you. But this is where you're going to be earning Uther. That system is live. It's going through, or I should say, not live. It's been built. It is going live before my next show next week. And the Uther system has been constructed. These are the in-world Uther. So these are, essentially the mirror token. This is, I should step back and I should say, if you haven't been following, um, for Utherverse Xeon, we have created and minted a cryptocurrency which parallels the use of raise in Classic. So everybody is familiar with raise. That's been in the news quite a bit lately. There is some news, I should say, at the conclusion of this keynote. Jump over to X. We can talk more about progress and how Uther relates to raise and all of that. But this is the new in-world version of the currency, and we call it Uther, which is the world W Uther. Um, I will describe in a little bit why it's so valuable to have an in-world version which is custodial um, with real Uther that's not on chain. And don't worry if you don't understand what I'm saying there. For the people who do understand, that will make sense. It's important for us to have an in-world version because we can do frictionless transactions, and it allows us to offer sort of the best of everything, the best of decentralized, permissionless cryptocurrency, and that's really valuable for privacy. It's really valuable for um, uh, immutable transactions, so security in sending tokens and receiving tokens um, that you get with blockchain. But for any kind of fraud prevention, for any kind of reversing of transactions, for any kind of in-world transaction where you want to do this without any kind of um, uh, concern about being phished or ripped off, let's say, um, the world currency is a centralized version of the decentralized cryptocurrency. So it's safer to send with Uther between accounts. If you hire somebody, they don't show up. Your wedding planner, for example, they don't deliver the dress. Your designer, your deco. Um, it is possible to reverse the in-world currency, which is not really possible with a cryptocurrency. And so there are many, many, many additional benefits of having this kind of dual layer cryptocurrency and centralized um, uh, world currency. But I won't belabor the point here. That's something for my X Spaces, my weekly show. But what I will belabor here is that we're going to be giving away an awful lot of Uther and Wuther. So what you're seeing on your screen right now, you can see that we've taken the best of Otherverse Classic here. And you can earn all kinds of Uther in addition to popularity points, friendliness points, and karma points. which is the system that we've resurrected and revitalized in a way that really gamifies coming into world, gamifies being social, and just making friends. So this is an example account here. Um, Welcome to Xeon. Fill out your profile, with the required fields to earn 62, over 62 Uther, and a karma point, which gets you started on earning all of the benefits of having reaching the next level of karma, being able to get badges and this type of thing, and all kinds of fun rewards. All you need to do is attend your first event here. There's always things happening in Xeon. You attend your first in-world event, and bam, you unlock 2 popularity points and you get over 62 Uther. Add a friend. You do this in world. It's super simple. Just send a friend request, they accept, and you earn 31 Uther. I will go to next screen. I did this a little bit clumsily, so bear with me here. So the next slide here, just to give you more examples of things that you get. We talked about filling out your profile, attending an event, adding a friend. You follow Utherverse on X, and you can earn 31 Uther. You connect your wallet. I'm going to talk about what a wallet means and how to connect that in a moment. Wow. I talk. We're already 17 minutes past the hour. I was planning this to be 20 minutes, so I'm going to speed up. Connect your wallet. You earn 31 Uther. And link your Utherverse Classic account, assuming you're coming in from Utherverse Classic. You can get 31 Uther right there. I will share a couple more slides here. Here are some dailies. Now, we were going over sort of these one-time things, but you view someone's profile. Every time you're viewing a profile up to a maximum daily, you can earn 0.3 Uther. You like a post that someone made. Again, these are dailies, so you can earn 0.31. Upload a picture. You can do this 20 times per month where you're earning 1.5 Uther and a popularity point each time you upload a picture. When your profile gets viewed, so make your profile pretty, and you're earning Uther. You log into the world every 12 hours, you're earning almost 8 Uther just for logging into world. And you attend an event, and again, you can do this twice per day. You gain a popularity point, and you gain more than 6 Uther. And just to put a fine point on this here, here you can see the blow up. You can always view this on the calendar where you're looking for events. You attend your first event, and bam, the first time you attend an event in World, you're getting 62, more than almost 63 Uther. Now, these values that I gave you are for the first month only. We've doubled all the awards for the first month. So as soon as we turn this on, you can start earning, and you can earn some phenomenal amounts of Uther. One last thing I wanted to share before we go here and move over to the X Spaces show. Oh, I need to do one thing to get this ready to share. Hold tight here. I want to show how to get a wallet and what wallets mean. So in order to maximize what's really going on here, where you can get your Uther and you can convert it into tradable Uther, which is currently trading around 6 cents, 6 to 7 cents per token. In order to be able to do that, you go to our front page. If you don't already have a Solana wallet, you can go to Utherverse.io, and from Utherverse.io, you can see at the top of the page, Uther is here in the purple banner. Buy now, learn more. And you click that learn more link, you're going to learn how to get a wallet, a Solana wallet. It's not as complicated as it sounds. This is only really, when you're in order to get the maximum benefit of the program. You can still participate in the program if you're nervous about cryptocurrency or really don't understand. It's not a requirement, but it is definitely a benefit, and it's a way where you can participate in the shows, the X spaces, and win prizes. We always, of course, will transfer real Uther to your Solana wallet. Um, but it's really easy. We've got some videos here um, that are very straightforward. It's just an app you download, you install the app, and suddenly you're going to have access to everything that we're offering. And I really encourage everybody to do that. It's beneficial, in Xeon right now. You can send live Uther, the cryptocurrency, between people. You can tip people using Uther and pay for events. You can pay for VIP. You get a discount if you pay in Uther. So it's really quite valuable. I believe that everybody from Classic should try to own some Uther soon while the price is, well, in my opinion, the price is extremely low. I believe that the price of Uther is going to go up considerably, and you're not going to be wanting to buy clothes, for your avatar. You're not going to be wanting to attend events. You're going to feel bad if the price of Uther is $20 a token and you could have bought it under 7 cents, right? So you could, pick up some just to have in your wallet so that in the future you don't have to spend as much, and you can be an OG because we're still so early in this whole build out and launch phase. And so before things really go crazy, um, that's my tip. It's not like Raise where we really have worked to keep the price stable and have it be essentially a stable coin. Uther has limited supply and is decentralized, so the price is subject to real market forces, and those market forces could suddenly drive the price up to a point where um, you know spending a few dollars now could save you considerably in the future. So, but having said all of that, there's no obligation, obviously. Um, we're happy to have everybody come in and participate. We've got the affiliate program for Xeon and the the music festival going on. Once the music festival is concluded, um, well, I guess I can switch over to just my X show here and I can talk about this kind of stuff. But we have so many things coming down the pipeline. The event system coming online, upgraded avatars, a whole new massive upgrade to our character displays. You're going to see the clothing system coming online here. So, clothing designers, you're going to have the opportunity very soon to be able to participate and create clothing. And as your customers, they're going to be able to come in and get you Uther for buying your clothes on the catalog. And then, of course, the rest of the roadmap where all of the features of Classic are going to turn on and many, many features that we were never able to build for Classic. So, with that said, I'm only actually about 4 minutes later than I was expecting. Um, Please flip over to X. I'm going to be hosting the rest of this show with Other Jake. He's going to do an intro. He's going to tell you what you got to do to be able to win double the prizes for the rest of the show. I've already told you how you're going to be earning bank by playing to earn in Xeon. So if you haven't downloaded Xeon, please Utherverse.io and get a copy of the browser, the Xeon browser. Install it on your machine, and you'll be good to go as soon as we turn on the play to earn. Go and upload some pictures, fill out your profile, make some friends, and make some money. And with that, I want to thank everybody, thank the sponsors, thank everybody who did so much work on our 9th annual Virtualcon, all of the speakers that are coming up. I don't even have time to go over all of the speakers and all of the events that we have, but it's going to be maybe our most amazing show, our most amazing trade show that we've done yet. So make sure you give it a try. Go make some friends or meet up with old friends. And thank you, everybody who's attending in world. Um, I'm going to continue this on X. And thank you, Death, for hosting. All right. Cheers, everybody. next. And thank you, Death, for hosting. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Big round of applause for Brian Shuster, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and switch back 100% over to X here. I know Brian's here. Death Division, you here?
I show Death as just being a listener,
Yeah.
but
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's no, he's a speaker, but okay, no worries, no worries. Um, so that with all of that being said, this is our ninth annual Virtualcon, biggest virtual convention on the internet and in existence, and that was Brian's keynote speech to kick things off. So I have already picked the first winner here, Brian. We of course use X Picker.
amazing.
Yeah, to keep things flowing. We're we're still giving away three prizes every week here on X, Utherverse Live on X. However, we're going to modify the 2x multiplier a little bit. It's working amazing. Everyone here is really taken to it, but we're going to add a little bit more uh, sauce to the mix here. So, in order to win prizes, you have to repost us here the space itself, comment three friends, so tag three friends, like it, be following Otherverse. That will put you in the running to win the three prizes. Now, in order to win the 2x multiplier, you have to do two things now. You have to have $ UTHR in your bio, and you have to be holding at least one Uther token in your wallet. If you're doing both of those things, you will have 2x multiplied your winnings if and when you are picked. Now, Brian, I've already picked this winner before we were able to uh, explain the 2x multiplier.
Right.
Do we want to honor this because it looks like they
Oh,
do?
of course.
Okay.
Of course. We're never going to go retroactive for people. So the winner is the winner, and we'll 2x multiply if they hit the parameters from last week.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so with that, all of that being said, congratulations. It's Sophie Eddy or Sophia Eddy, SOPHIAEDDY. Congratulations, Sophia Eddy. You are the first prize or third prize winner of the day, the first giveaway of the day. Congratulations. Um, it looks it
Awesome.
looks like actually she does. She has it three times. She has the thing. She has Uther in her bio. So you have now
Great.
2x multiplied your winnings. Congratulations. Please go ahead and DM us here at Otherverse on X, and we will confirm and send you your winnings. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. With the value of Uther having gone up and continuing to go up, and even with the market in absolute, you know, catastrophic mode, Solana being down around 10%, and Bitcoin under 100,000, we've been holding strong. And with all of the Uther that we give away, Jake, obviously you and I discussed that, if we're going to be giving away hundreds and many hundreds of dollars each week, probably we could add a little thing that benefits everybody. I mean, the more wallet holders holding Uther, the better. And so the requirement that you have some Uther in your wallet in order to get the 2x multiplier, um, that's sort of the thought process underlying that.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And this, you can still win by not holding Uther, but if you want the 2x multiplier qualify, just convert some of your a little tiny bit of your soul over to Uther or a lot of it. It's a sound investment at this point. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, don't sell your soul for Uther, but sell a little bit of soul. Uh, Excellent. Well, we're having fun already, Jake.
yeah, we are, and we got a lot to talk about. It's a great, honestly, great keynote. I think that was
Thank
really
you.
informative for everybody.
Oh boy, I mean, I am excited to see the play to earn stuff. I mean, we've really, really hammered on it, hammered on it, hammered on it, and it's beautiful. I mean, if you didn't have a chance because you were on X to see the visuals here, this is what you will act. The visuals are what you're actually going to be seeing on your profile when you go to see, how do I play to earn. Um, and you're going to be completing tasks and quests, and it's such fun stuff to do. I mean, just attend an event or log into the world or make a friend, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and who doesn't, for doing that stuff and getting paid? Um, I'm really excited to roll this out, and I think that it adds um, a whole new layer to the affiliate program, where now you can join the affiliate program and you can tell people, look, do you want to earn this token here by doing essentially fun things? They sign up under you. You get referral commissions, and they're earning. You're earning. I mean, um, you it we talk about this every week these days, but it's so gratifying to see the plans that we've laid out over many years for Xeon beginning to connect, and the dots connecting, where now you see the real value of the affiliate program starting to kick in, because it's not just come and download the software and enjoy the world. Who doesn't want to get paid to play? And um, that makes it, I think, a lot easier to invite people over and spread the word. So, and that's just the beginning, of course, of this grassroots viral marketing stuff that we're starting, and the other marketing campaigns that are beginning, and on the heels of. And we're not even done with the autumn of music, where we've just had so many people attending so many concerts, that you can't experience that type of concert anywhere else. Um, so, very gratifying.
Love it, man. Yeah. And that's, so if people that are listening, we've been streaming into um Utherverse Classic. So if you're in Xeon right now, we weren't streaming there earlier. And that's because Virtualcon is an original event from Utherverse Classic, just to clarify.
Right, right. We are planning next level and next generation conventions for Xeon, um, but uh, because we've got this one so well um, oiled and ironed out over the years in Classic, um, this one is an event that we hold in Classic. And I thought, it's a really good idea to bring everybody into Classic anyway, because it really is such solid software, and it anybody that ever has any questions about the viability of metaverse and the viability of our next generation in Xeon, all they really need to do is experience Otherverse Classic, and everybody immediately understands, once you experience what we've built out of Classic, just exactly where this is going and how successful ultimately the next generation is going to shape up to be.
Yeah, it's all, and the play to earn is so exciting. That's one thing that is really, especially on in the before GTA, a year before it's out, we're getting the head start. It's huge because you know I really believe in. Let's talk about this for a second, because this is actually a really big. It's not just big; it's pertinent in society right now. Is that with the rise of AI, they're saying a lot of these jobs are going to be eliminated by 2030, and at the same time, play to earn is going to be, because last cycle play to earn wasn't even legal, right? If you
Right,
think about it,
right.
you could, like, all those SEC filings from those NFT projects that were starting play to earn, now it's come full circle 4 years later. Not only is it legal, it's going to be very pertinent. One of the biggest, it's like it's the next biggest economy, I think, that's to come on the horizon here.
Jake, I mean, is so nail on the head. I mentioned last week, just in passing, that I wrote a paper. I never actually completed it because I switched over to physics. Um, but I um, made a good deal of progress on an economics paper that I titled "The Economics of Post-Productive Economies." And I never really elaborated on that, but the concept of a post-productive economy is where productivity is so high that ultimately, and I break it down into business sectors, and I don't really need to get into the details,
Sure.
but where the labor of a single person produces more goods and services than can be consumed by a single person. And this is what I deem post productive because it means that there really is no work to be had that is productive work. The work is done by machines, the work is done virtually, the work is done by AI. And we already see business segments where this is true, like the music industry, where it used to require an enormous team of people to create and produce, let's say, a smash hit. um, the smash hit needs to be, you need the agent to find the artist, and the artist is recruited to the agency where they're supported, and they go into a sound studio, they record. It goes to manufacturer and records. The records then are marketed through marketing people to the radio stations. They go out to record stores where salespeople are earning commission and selling records, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole industry that required um, thousands of people to produce a smash hit and an artist who was a superstar. And now this can literally be done by AI for free. AI can produce music, put it on put it out on the internet for free. People can download it, and it costs nobody anything. And you can have virtual artists, AI artists that become superstars at zero cost, right?
Yeah.
And other business, I use that as an example, but many other business sectors will follow in this model. And as they do, you start to see, where are the jobs? Where do the jobs come from? And what I concluded in this paper, and this is almost 20 years ago at this point, what I concluded in this paper was is going to be essentially people being influencers, but influencers to their own group of friends, where the friends market things to each other by word of mouth, and they're compensated because the entities that are doing these things for free, there's still value in having people download that music. So you be able to earn a commission because you like music as part of your playlist. And I use these kind of examples amazingly, like, I mean, it wasn't quite 20 years ago, but like predicting where we are, the threshold that we're on today. It was shortly after I wrote the Minerva virus, of course, about AI and AI, the concerns that I had about AI, way, way back in the day, that novel. Um, so what you're saying about the affiliate program and earning commissions, it really is the replacement ultimately, for the kind of jobs which we're going to see eliminated as we move more and more segments into this kind of concept of post-productive. Um, I know that maybe is not the most fun way of describing it. But for me, the intellectual stimulation of just revisiting that paper is irresistible. So thanks for the indulgence.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to be honest, it's just my perspective, based on everything that's happening right now, and a lot of stuff in the news, because in the news they're it's at first it's ramping up. They're really everywhere you look now. They're talking about AI. The AI takeover is here, which I mean, I'll be honest with you, does scare the crap out of me. At the same
Hey,
time,
I wrote the novel warning about it. It scares the living daylights out of me. I believe, I am naturally an optimist, and I can tell you what I'm seeing has me petrified. And it's not just the AI; it's the integration of AI and the robotics. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to end up with one of these optimist robots, because again, it's irresistible, to have a five-star chef just in your kitchen, and then do the cleanup and make the bed. I mean, it's irresistible, but it is going to put us into that state of post-productive, and that is economic turmoil for everybody on the planet. It's going to rewrite all of the rules, and ultimately, in order to avoid poverty, I mean, honestly, Jake, the reason why I created Otherverse in the first place was because I saw this. And I said, Utherverse is the solution when you're inside when you're in the world as an avatar. You can engage with other real people. You can have a fulfilling, productive purpose to life, which is helping people, um, making life better for people. And even though you're not seeing them in person for real, um, you can hang out with them in virtual reality. You can hang out with them as an avatar. Shit talk you behind your back. Um, and it's my attempt to contribute to the world that I saw, um, that is materializing around us now. So that's a little bit of insight. God, today is a dramatic show.
um, we'll come full circle. The play to earn stuff is exciting and it's very cutting edge, and it's a way to earn income just by logging in and being a part of it.
Right. As is just coming and listening to our show every week, where you can earn, where you can win prizes, and uh, and now, yeah, attending dance parties and events in the world. That's all going to be fun. And boy, we've got a lot to talk about. Why don't we give away more?
I already have a winner picked.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then I'll lighten it all up.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so winner number 2 of the day, drum roll please. We got Ira at LOKI 66824624259. That's a mouthful here. Congratulations, you are the winner number 2 of the day. You have Uther in your bio. Congratulations. So if you're holding Uther as well, you will have a 2x multiplier. Everyone, give it up. Congratulations for Ira.
All right.
Good,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, well, you know what? So, Ira, please go ahead and DM us here on Otherverse, and we will coordinate your winnings. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Uh, always great to have winners and to do these giveaways. So, boy, oh boy, uh, I'm going to run through a few things quickly then. Um, Lots of progress on, let's say, I don't want to say trademark as much as I want to say deals. Um, but it's kind of one and the same thing. I'm expecting that there's going to be announcements here in short order that will be real market movers. It's been an interesting week where Tuesday was holiday, Veterans Day, Remembrance Day in the United States and Canada, respectively. And that sort of shut things down for a lot of companies with whom we're dealing. Um, but that despite that, there has been a lot of good, positive conversation and discussions, um, on the deal, on making deals. So, um, as always, I want to say more than I am allowed to say on it, and I don't even want to identify. People who come to the show regularly know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to. I don't want to interject anything, um, while we're in the middle of having these very productive, positive conversations between the parties. So let's just say I'm really encouraged about what we're doing with Raise. Um, and I don't know if people follow me on Twitter, or I should say on X. Um, then you saw that Apple has started to work with us on enforcing the trademark for Raise. They took down an app, and there's more apps that may be taken down um, in the event that deals aren't reached. So things are really, really starting to heat up and go quite well. Um, and there will be, as I say, all of a sudden there's going to be an announcement. I'm going to try to do it live on my show here before it hits press, but depending on when things happen, press press has a way of getting stories out when they're big. Um, we continue to follow up on getting a new audit done for the Uther token. Um, as again, as people who have been coming to the show regularly know, we uh, have had the token audited by a company that this it's the same audit that was done basically for the Uthex token before the hack, and it has just we have been unable to get it recognized by the Dex community. So we're going to do it again, and that's going to it takes everything takes longer than I want. But once that audit is complete, then we can get the official symbol for Uther, and that's going to make everything um, uh, go even better for the token, and allow us a lot of a lot of other opportunities like getting up on CoinGecko and official on Coin Market Cap and such, and uh, uh, and Steam. So I want to thank everybody who's already come in and wish listed us on Steam. Those numbers are looking really great. Steam is just blowing up for us, and we haven't even announced a date where the software, where the new Other World is going live on Steam. Now, this is um, uh, another component, uh, a big piece in the Otherverse family of metaverses and metaverse offerings. So Otherworld is uh, uh, an optimized and modernized version of Otherverse Classic that's being offered on Steam. Um, if you've wish listed it, or if you haven't wish listed it and you have a Steam account, I encourage you to go over to Steam and find it and wish list it. But also, um, um, it is helpful for everybody if you would favorite it. Um, um, Favoriting, I think that's what it is. There's two things that you can do. You can wish list, and it's follow. Excuse me, right? Follow, so that you can get updates. Um, the date ultimately that we're going to pick is probably going to be in December. We're waiting on Steam to approve a new version of the build that we did, and I'm expecting that approval is going to come in any day, any minute. Once we have that, we're going to pick an optimal day for launch in December. I decided not to launch it in advance of American Thanksgiving, um, and holiday downtime. But I think December is a great time for people to be able to be social and meet up, and for us to be introduced to these 180 plus million users on Steam. So that's all going to be very exciting. It's all new opportunities for designers, decos, everybody else that operates in the Otherverse ecosystem and the cottage industries surrounding Otherverse. And when the team has selected the date, we're going to start making announcements. There will be press releases, of course, and emails and notices. So you'll all know when that's happening. But of course, everything that we do ultimately inures to the benefit of token holders. As it creates more demand, it creates more visibility, it creates more exposure for the company and the platform. We've also added to the website now uh, uh, an investor link, so you can reach out directly to our investor relations department. Um, and that's a little improvement to the website where instead of having investors trying to reach out to me on X or uh, we can now do that directly, connect you with the investor relations department. So lots of progress, lots of advancements. I'm sure there's lots of questions. Um, so Jake, I don't want to monopolize everything, but that was my quick bullet point rundown of the nature of the week. Jake, you there?
Yep, sorry. forgot
Yeah.
forgot to hit the unmute button here. Yeah, no problem. So we have Marty up here. I think she has a question for you, Brian.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yes, I just heard you say a few minutes ago that there's nothing happening in the other verse right now, that it's on Classic, and I've been waiting.
Um,
Just
So
the
how
keynote, just
and
the
also,
Virtualcon.
yeah, also too, I don't know anything about Steam and how to um, and what I have to do in order to enroll to get hooked up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fantastic, Marty. Always appreciate your attention to everything that we're doing. Um, Steam, I think, is just fairly simple. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look at my computer right now, but if I'm not mistaken, it's just at, uh, well, I see it's Steam powered when I go to the store. But I think, Jake, is it just steam.com? Um,
Um, hold on, I believe so. Sorry, I'm picking a winner right now.
oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe Anna or Death knows. They can give me a thumbs up if it's just at steam.com or if it's Steam. I know steampowered.com is where the store is. Um, and it's simple. You just create an account there, email and password, and then you'll search for Otherworld, and you can like it. Um, you can favorite it, and you can, or sorry, follow it and wish list it. And then you'll be notified when the Steam release happens. Um, so, it's Steam is a platform for computer games. It's almost like a way that I like to describe it is
Oh,
it's like an app store, except instead of being an app store for mobile, it's an app store for computer games. And one of the main issues that we had in upgrading Classic, and the reason why we started over, I mean, there were other structural issues in starting over, but one of the main motivators was that we were built for PC PC computers. Um, and we were able to run on Mac computers for quite a while, and then Apple changed so they didn't support 32-bit apps anymore, and we lost the whole Apple market, and we were never compatible with uh, uh, tablets or phones or virtual reality headsets. And as all these other screen formats came into play, it became really critical for us to be able to have cross-screen compatibility and compatibility across different methods for people to access. Um, and so that was a big motivator in us starting over with Xeon. But for Classic, the Steam store and a release on Steam is just perfect. Aside from the fact that there's a lot of modification to software that needs from to our software at least because it wasn't not purpose built to launch on Steam. Um, we did a lot. We did all those modifications, and things are really looking good. And this opens up our our potential user base to an additional 180 million Steam players. So irresistible. That's my word of the day.
And Marty, it's. I know it may sound like it's confusing. Are we here? Are we there? The way that I like to describe it is Call of Duty is on all platforms. You can play Call of Duty, for example. If you have PS5, play Call of Duty. If you have a PC, go to Steam, play Call of Duty. It's pretty much where you are is where you're going to be able to play it. Essentially, but the website also is store.steampowered.com.
okay. Also, how do I get into Classic to play games and stuff on my computer?
Oh
Oh,
well,
so yeah, that's another good question, Brian. The
yeah.
the play to earn stuff, that's gonna be for Xeon, correct?
Well, there's already play to earn in Classic. You just go to otherverse.com, and you can download our Classic browser,
Oh,
and bam, you're uh, uh, you're participating in Otherverse Classic.
However, when if just understand when you do that, it'll be raised. It won't be Uther on chain that you'll be earning.
Yeah, of course, of course.
oh,
Yeah, that's the and see that's what
Oh,
that's something that we should really drive home. Um, Death Division, use your hand up.
Yeah, no. You covered it. It was just to do the Steam powered link, the store.steampowered.com.
Oh, gotcha.
okay. So I'm sorry to interrupt. You said I'd be earning Uther instead of raise.
no, no. In Classic, we use an internal but again, I'll make an announcement as soon as the Play to Earn is actually live. Um, I was trying to get it live before the show, but it's I was told it's likely tomorrow or Saturday, which generally means I don't want to promise anything until Monday or Tuesday, but it should almost certainly be live before next week's show. So I wanted to bring it up, highlight it for everybody, because we've doubled the earnings for the first 30 days, so everybody's going to want to get a jump right away.
And that's in Xeon, you're saying?
Yes, in Xeon.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. I
You
appreciate
bet.
everything letting me butt in like this.
Of
Great
course.
question. No bad questions. Everything is it's all a learning curve here. And you know what though? It's fair because we're now that we're in so many places. That's a fair question. Also, if you're listening for the first time, Utherverse Xeon is our future forward platform, Web 3D, future of the internet browser platform. Otherverse Classic will always exist, and now we're just doing Classic on Steam to kind of it's to expand, but it's also for marketing. Is that correct, Brian?
Yes, I mean, I wouldn't characterize it really as marketing as much as will introduce all of these new people to Otherverse as a company and to all of Otherverse offerings. Um, and that is by its nature a viral marketing. But Steam is in and of itself, that's going to be a massive division of the company. I'm anticipating with so many players. And the beautiful thing about every time the company makes a leap like this, I mean, you know, I would like to turn around and start spending $250,000 a month in advertising for Xeon.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, uh, uh, you know, that becomes possible um, as we bring up other divisions that generate. I mean, the cost benefit here, the cost of bringing up Steam was a little bit of resource from the development side, and the benefit is that once it's launched, it basically the incremental cost of maintaining Steam is almost zero. So revenues that come in can be reallocated to marketing for Xeon, and bringing in new players, bringing in new users, and bringing in new business partnerships and launching new metaverses. So it really causes Uther to explode higher. I mean, you can imagine even if I added $50,000 a month to marketing, now that we've really learned what brings new users into Xeon, we can increase the exposure and we can increase the marketing, and everybody who comes into Xeon is going to be buying Uther and getting a wallet, and that's it. I mean, it goes again to the concept that we talk about of um, uh, uh, the social hash rate, and adding new use each new user we add increases logarithmically the value of the network, just like every computer added to the Bitcoin network increases the hash rate. And this adds intrinsic value to our utility token Uther. So it all plays together um, uh, for the benefit of everything. It sounds to me like you're picking, like you're itching to announce a
I
winner.
have a new. It just loaded actually.
Yeah,
Okay, great. So shall we announce it, Brian?
you got it.
Okay, yeah. So this is the final winner of the day. I just want to make sure we covered a lot today. Is there anything that we are outlined that we forgot to cover today that you can think of, Brian?
Um, I mean, we covered a lot, and there's always more to talk about. But I'm happy to say, well, I think the only thing is that even during the show, I'm getting emails that, boy, oh boy, yeah, I'm going to have an announcement this week, I think.
Okay, that's great news.
uh,
I'm excited to hear
yes. But yeah, no, let's give away more. Let's give away the grand prize
that.
here.
Okay, so grand prize winner has Uther in his bio. let's see if he's holding Uther at least one in his wallet. He will have qualifier for the 2x multiplier. Drum roll, please. Tofu at TOFUPOOK Tofu Pook. Congratulations, you are the grand prize winner of the day, with a potential of a 2x multiplier. Please go ahead and DM us here at Utherverse to coordinate your prize. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Awesome, awesome stuff.
Yep, and that's another grand prize winner of the day. Or that's, I think we're at we're going on, we're 3 months, going on 4 months here, doing these spaces consistently. And you know what, Brian, I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Thank you all to all of the listeners, all of the community. You guys are helping. We're giving away stuff. You're earning, you're winning prizes, but you're really helping grow this community and grow this movement. We couldn't do it without you. This was our biggest space yet. We'll see when the space is over how many it reached live, but we were up to 210 listeners at one time, which is the highest we've ever done. And I'm really, I'm beside myself. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Jake. I mean, really exciting stuff. And of course, um, fantastic that we gave away what, 4,000 Uther, it sounds like today. So, a good 250, $300. And that's always great too. So keep coming back every week. We're doing the spaces.
Absolutely. And yep, and big shout out to Death Division. You held it down for us over on YouTube. Thanks so much. Brian, thank you for all of your insight and your leadership, and running this, doing this keynote speech and informing the people. It sounds like we have a lot of stuff on the horizon here.
Yeah, we sure do. And this was a fun experiment today to be able to do both the spaces and the keynote. So I think we learned a lot.
Absolutely. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks everybody. Thanks, Jake. Great job
Thanks
as
so
always.
much, Brian. I appreciate you. And again, thank you all for listening. Um, and we'll see you here next week. Everyone, be good.